I just wanted to make a video about an article that I read recently in the New Yorker. And they were talking about a place in Japan called Okinawa, where the residents are known to have much longer lifespan than other places in Japan. And I've read about this place in books and stuff. Like one is called Healthy at 100, and they talk about various communities around the world where the lifespan is like way higher, and the happiness level and everything of the citizens than everyone around them in that same country. So there's one place, I think it's in Hunza in Pakistan. There's Okinawa. There's I'm trying to remember. I think there's some place in Europe or Russia. I can't remember. But basically, lots of research has been done on these people and their culture and their diet and everything by scientists and anthropologists, and trying to figure out what is it that makes them so happy, content, emotionally healthy, have long lives. They and it's not a long life in the sense that they're debilitated and they're like experiencing dementia or hooked on to like IV and life support. It's not like that. It's like not only are they like 90 plus, they are thriving and they're intelligent and they're strong, healthy. They can climb up mountains, things like that. The rates of cancer are lower. Lots of things have been attributed that contribute to their like long lifespan. Some of the stuff is that they eat food high in antioxidants. They eat fresh food, seasonal food, things like that. They have a strong social network, and they have some very interesting practices in their cultures, these places around the world where people are thriving and living to a very old age, but not in a they're not degraded in any way. They're thriving. So one of the things that they found that they do in Okinawa is that from a young age, parents put their children in groups of about 5 other kids near them. I think it's called a Moai. I don't know how to pronounce it. And they're basically like a social support network. Like, I guess it starts off as a play group, but then they're basically supposed to be lifelong like buddies for each other, and just a support system to provide like emotional support, give you advice, even help you out maybe with your finances. Like, they're just supposed to be there for each other. It's a group of just 5 people. And so this practice is very, very healthy, and obviously it contributes to their longevity, because so much of our health is related to our social life, it's a really great idea. And actually here I've even seen in Canada, I've seen the Chinese community here. I see that they always have these amazing like play groups with like little kids, and then the grandparents are there, and it's like a great support system. Like, the grandparents are doing fun stuff together, like dancing and yoga or tai chi or something in parks, or and then at the same time they're watching their grandkids, and their grandkids are like playing with these children that they've known for years and years. Like, they just grow up together, and the grandparents know each other like all their life. So it's a really good system because everyone's thriving, right? It's like the eldest generation and the youngest generation are like doing this. So as it relates to autism, I was thinking, wouldn't that be amazing if such social networks could be created and include autistic people? And I know, like, in America, they've taken steps towards this. Like, I forget the name of it, but there's like a women's center for, you know, women with autism, and it's like a social group activity center, like support, like they have counselors, everything, and that's really good for them, and it helps them, you know, in every aspect of their life. And you know, if they're married, it helps them with their marriages. If they're looking for jobs, you know, that place helps them find jobs, and they meet, you know, new people, they network, and it's like you just need that bit of support, and then you can thrive too if you have autism. So I was thinking, people with autism, Asperger's, wouldn't it be amazing if, you know, once you get your diagnosis, you're just put in these, like, you know, you have the option of, you know, doing like a Moai or whatever it's called, with like a few other people with autism, and maybe, you know, counselor or someone to help out. But, you know, just to always be there for each other. You can call each other up, and I think that would make a big difference in our, like, in every aspect of our life that we supposedly struggle with. I think a lot of our struggles just have to do with, you know, the whole social thing. It's like so difficult, and it's like lifelong, right? Like, I can't, it would be really, really useful, and you know, maybe a lot of depression and suicides and stuff that, you know, happen when you have autism. You read about, like, suicide rate goes up, drug use goes up, homelessness goes up. A lot of that could be avoided and prevented if, you know, people with autism and Asperger's had access to these type of, you know, social groups and networks. And you know, you hear about, again, in the US, I've heard that they have it for, like, high school kids who have autism or Asperger's. They have, like, Dungeons and Dragons groups that their school provides them, like, after school clubs and things. And but the thing is, like for example, for me, right, for an adult, I've looked into so many resources. I've contacted, you know, everyone that I can. I've gone to several like specialists, and I've specifically asked about this, like for social groups for people with autism, and contacted and emailed people. And but the thing is that here, at least, they have it for specific things like dating and like, you know, job hunting, but they don't have a general, like, all across the board, just like for those things, you know, it's like a few weeks, and then that's it, and then, you know, your social group is, like, gone. But it would be nice if in the future people consider Moais, this thing, for their kids with autism or Asperger's, and, you know, save them a whole lot of heartache. And, you know, I think it would help contribute to greater success of autistic children if parents consider doing this. You know, just find a group of, like, 4 other autistic kids and their parents, and try to just be friends for life if you can. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and I think it would really solve a lot of our issues. Thank you for watching.